Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video I'm going to be doing a foundation first impression, and for the foundation I'm going to be testing out the Sonia Kashuk Perfecting Luminous Foundation. I actually have two of them right here. I figured I could do one on one side of my face and the other on the other side of my face. I believe this is the same thing but just different packaging. I do have the same shade in both, which is vanilla. So this one right here does come with a pump and it has 0.6 full ounces. So right off the bat, I just like how this packaging looks more than this one. This one right here only has 0.57 ounces, so it's just a little bit less. Well, it says 17 milliliters, but this one is definitely less, so I don't know. This one also has a pump, but like I said, I like how this one looks. So I'm not really sure which one came out first or why exactly they're in different packaging. They both say the exact same thing. Not a lot, but they both have the same exact information on both bottles. The only thing that sucks is Sonia Kashuk is redoing her entire line. So right now you can only buy the brushes. I happened to get this 2 or 3 months ago before it just up and disappeared. It's everything went on clearance and then everything was gone and now the brushes are back. But I found it on Overstock and Amazon, so I will link that in the description box below in case you wanted to pick it up. But the only information I could find out is, this is the description. It says it instantly brightens dull skin, it evens out skin tone. It's a hydrating formula infused with moisturizing complex, contains amino acids, sugar derivatives, and it's going to help replenish the skin and illuminate the complexion for a naturally flawless finish. It says it's recommended for all skin types. So that's about all I could find. I believe I bought this foundation for around $10. I can't really remember, but I think it was around $10. So I'm gonna go ahead and put my hair back and then we'll get to testing out this foundation. I really need to get a new chair. This one is just so big. It'd be perfect for a computer chair, which I think is what it is for, but I use it for my makeup chair. I was looking at some at Burlington yesterday and I just couldn't find the right one, but I need a smaller one. This one's driving me insane. Anyways, so I'm gonna go ahead and spray some Smashbox primer water. I'm getting down to the nitty gritty. It's getting hard to spray. So I'm gonna let that soak into my skin. And then for primer, I'm trying to use this one up because I've had it for a while. This is the Marc Jacobs Coconut Primer. I'm gonna be putting that on top. So I'm going to start with this one first, and I'm going to be applying this one with a brush. I think I'm going to do about 2 pumps. We'll see. Maybe I should shake it a little bit. Oh my goodness. My hand's tired now. This by far is the most pumping I've ever had to do on a foundation. I had to switch hands. And when I do this, I can't hear anything. It makes me wonder if it just dried up in there or something. I can't see in it obviously, so I don't know what's going on. Okay, so that was a waste of money and a complete fail. So I guess we're just gonna be using this one. So let's hope, again, when I shake it, I can't hear anything. Let's hope that this one works. What? You guys, what is going on? Are these empty? Are these empty? What is going on? It almost sounds like an empty bottle. I feel like these are empty bottles. What is happening? So if I hit it really hard, heck, see, if I go like this, I feel like I should just post this video anyways, even though it's literally 10 minutes of me pumping this thing. This is ridiculous. I paid my own money for both of these and neither one of them are working, and then this one, oh, okay, so now this one came out. Oh my god. Oh my god. Well, that obviously is not a good first impression. So I'm gonna go ahead and put this on here. You guys, I cannot believe that. That was absolutely ridiculous. I like don't even want to even waste my time on this now. So I'm gonna blend it out with my Sigma F80. The shade looks a little light. And I can already tell this is definitely a foundation that I would like better with a sponge. Like, if you guys have this foundation, did that happen to you when you first went to go use it? Because I know I have some foundations with pumps that it takes a little bit to just like get it to come out, but not like that. Like, that is ridiculous. I'm gonna go in with one more pump. A lot does come out, so that's nice, but oh my goodness, I cannot believe that just happened. So right now with a brush, I feel like I have about 2 pumps on my face, and I'm just getting like light coverage, like light, not even medium. So I think this would be a good kind of, I don't know, if you don't want full coverage and you just want an even base, just to cancel out like redness and just make your skin tone like all one shade. I think this would be a good foundation, but I'm having a really hard time getting over the packaging. I'm gonna see if I can build this up a little bit. I mean, I like how it looks. Like, this is definitely a foundation that I would love during the summer, or if I just want something that's like luminous but light coverage, which dewy luminous foundations are my favorite. I do have dry to normal skin, so minus all of that from the beginning of the video, this probably would have been one of my favorite foundations. But that was ridiculous. So this is what I look like with 2 pumps. I mean, it kind of looked a little... I don't really think this is really buildable, not with a brush anyways. Like, it did give me a little bit more coverage. It looks more medium coverage when I look in the viewfinder, but when I look in the mirror, I can still see like a little bit of red right there. I definitely don't like it with a brush. So let's go ahead and do the other side. I'm going to do 2 pumps. I really like how big the pumps are. That's nice. And I'm going to do this side with a damp sponge. Oh, well, if I thought a brush didn't give me any coverage. All the product just got soaked up in the sponge on this side. Oh my goodness. I am not having good luck today with this. I mean, I do like how it looks better with the sponge. It looks more like dewy with the sponge than it does with the brush. You see what I mean? Like, I prefer this side. But I feel like this is definitely a foundation I'm going to be using a lot of, just to get... I don't need like full coverage all the time. Like, I like medium coverage foundations, or sometimes even light, just as long as it... Because I can always... What am I trying to say? I can always go over like certain areas with concealer, so that's fine. So I don't really mind, but if you want everything covered with just foundation and you don't want to worry about having to go back in and like correct with concealer and cover up redness with concealer, then this is probably not a foundation that you would like. But if you had like I don't have flawless skin underneath by any means, but if you had more flawless skin and you just wanted like an all over color and like a dewiness, this would be like a really good foundation. I think this would be a really good foundation for the summertime too, because it does have that like dewy look to it, and then it's like really lightweight. So we're just gonna do 2 more pumps. How many is that? 2, 4, 6 pumps of foundation. I just want to see if we can build it up. So I'm gonna go back on this side with a sponge and see if I can build it. Okay, yeah. So after that kind of dried down a little bit on this side when I was doing this side, now I feel like I can build it up more. See, it took away all that redness right there. So I suggest letting it dry down a little bit before you go back in with a second layer. I guess I could have got away with just 1 pump. So I think I could probably do my entire face in about 4 pumps and get this amount of coverage. So going in with 6 is probably an overkill, but I don't want to waste it because that took me forever to even get it out of there. But I really like how it looks. It kind of reminds me of the number 7 Lift and Illuminate foundation. Like, I think it looks really nice. This is how much I have left over, but I don't want to waste it. I think I'm going to just try to use it anyways. I'm just going to go around my face. It definitely feels quite sticky. But I love how it looks on the skin. So that's what I look like. I think I got low medium coverage after piling all of that on there. I really like how it looks on the skin. Like I said, it reminds me of the number 7 Lift Illuminate, which is like my favorite right now. Let's move on to concealer. So yeah, I mean, I really like it, but man, why was that so hard? I'm first gonna go in with this Revlon Photo Ready Eye Brightener. I'm trying to get rid of this stuff. Gosh, it's like story of my life. I swear, I've been using this every time I do my makeup because I want to use it up. If you've missed like some of my other videos, I went through my makeup and picked out my like primers and concealers I've had for a while that I want to hurry up and use up. So I've been pulling from that little container, and this is one of them, and this is just, seriously, it is hanging on for dear life. I'm actually going to wait to blend that out. I'm going to apply my concealer on top of that first. I'm going to be using this CoverGirl Fresh Complexion concealer. I have no idea what the shade is, but I'm pretty sure it's probably like the lightest shade you can buy. And this has like a luminous finish to it, so I want to pair that with this foundation. I think it's comparable to like the Maybelline Fit Me concealer, where it's kind of like a light coverage concealer. So I'm going to blend that in first with my Morphe G40. I always like to go over my concealers with a brush first, because I feel like I get the most coverage, and then I go over with the sponge just to make sure everything is blended and I can pick up any additional product. Then back over with my sponge. So this is what my skin looks like with the foundation and that concealer. I think it looks pretty good. Today I'm just like hanging around the house and cleaning and doing some laundry and stuff, so I don't really need any like full coverage foundation, but I definitely think this is something that I could wear daily. It's enough coverage for me. Like I said, it's probably, if you're used to like a full coverage foundation, you probably wouldn't like this, but I think for the summertime, I really like it. Well, I would wear it all year round, but I like it for the summertime because it's giving me as much coverage as I prefer, and it's really lightweight. It is really sticky, so we are gonna have to set that for sure. So to set my under eyes, I'm just gonna use my Laura Mercier Secret Under Eye Brightening Powder or something like that. And then to set the rest of my face, I'm going to use the Laura Mercier Translucent Loose Powder. I normally only use this to clean up my bronzer and contour because I know it says translucent, but on me it shows up a little yellow. But since I have a little bit more of a color to my skin, I figured I would try this. Oh my gosh. So I'm just going to dip my sponge into it and then just set my face. I've been setting my makeup with a sponge. If you watch my last video, or it's like 2 videos from this one, it's the full face testing new makeup first impressions, and I talk about how I went to Vegas and I forgot my brushes, so the only tool I had was a sponge, so I was like forced to wear no makeup or use my sponge for literally everything. So I used it to do everything, and I really liked how it looked. So I've been doing that lately. Pimple right here, right on my cupid's bow. It's not really a pimple anymore. It just, I'm waiting for it to go away, and it's just taking forever. So that's what I look like with the foundation, concealer, and powder. It still looks pretty good. It did take most of the luminosity away from my skin, which, like I said, I love that kind of foundation, but I don't plan on using like cream bronzer or cream contour today. I was going to use powder, so I needed to set my foundation before that. But if I was going to wear this foundation, I would definitely use, if I was going to wear it again on a daily, I would definitely use a cream bronzer and stuff like that so I could keep the luminosity effect, dewy, whatever. But I like how it looks. It makes my skin look really nice. So I'm going to go ahead and finish up the rest of my makeup, and then I will come back and let you guys see what it looks like. So it's 12:45. I don't know if you guys can see that. I think I was done at like 12 with my foundation, concealer, and powder. So I'm going to make the call time 12. So I'm going to keep this foundation on until 10 o'clock tonight. I always like to wear it for at least 10 hours. because I think a normal working day could go from like 8 hours to 12 hours. So I figure 10 is kind of in between, or if you go to work from 9 to 5 and you have to run errands after work, you know, like stuff like that. So that's why I always pick 10 hours. Don't mind this under eye powder. I just applied some bottom lash mascara, so I'm waiting for the mascara to dry and then I'll brush away this white powder. It's the RCMA No Color Powder. This is like the only thing I use this powder for, is to keep my mascara from transferring. So I'll go ahead and tell you guys what's on my face and then I'll let you know my opinion. I actually went back to an old bronzer, and everybody loves this bronzer. Everybody always raves about it. It smells amazing. You might already know what I'm getting ready to say, but for some reason it just does not go on my skin. Like, it makes my skin look blotchy. It is the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. As much as I want to love this, like whenever I apply it, and you guys saw me set my face, so my face was completely smooth and it wasn't still sticky or anything, it goes on so splotchy, and it doesn't even matter what kind of brush I use. Like, I've tried to use a stippling brush with it. I just used my big old bronzer brush I've been using lately, and like nothing helps. Like, it always goes on splotchy. I don't know what's going on. Maybe I got a bad one. So I went on top of it with my Milani Baked Bronzer in the shade 04 Glow. I wanted to bring back a little bit more glow to my skin since I did mattify it with the setting powder. So that's what I have on for bronzer. Then for blush, I used one of my favorites. This is Milani Coral Cove. It is so gorgeous, but it's very pigmented, but I like a lot of blush. So for a highlighter, this is my top 5 favorite highlighters for sure. This is the Lorac Starlight highlighter. It is so gorgeous. For my eyes, I just dipped in very lightly with this Boxy Charm times Pure eyeshadow palette. I'm not really sure if it has a name. I think it does, but I don't know. I just used the shade right here, this light kind of cream shade called Perfect, all over my lids, a little bit on the lower lash line. Then I went in very, very lightly on a pencil brush with the shade Duet, and it's just dark brown right here, just because I wanted a little bit of a shadow on my lower lash line. So for mascara, I used my favorite at the moment. This is the YSL The Shock Mascara. I have the deluxe size. And then for my lower lashes, I tried this out in my latest full face of first impressions. It's the Bobbi Brown Smoky Eye Mascara. This makes my under eyelashes actually look like I have under eyelashes, because my lower lash line is like non-existent. And then I went over the top and bottom lashes with this Rimmel Lash Accelerator. I like to use this on top of my mascaras because it says that it has a grow lash complex. I don't know really, but I'm gonna try it anyway. So I almost always put this on top of everything. Oh my god, my nose is itching so bad. I'm gonna go ahead and dust off this powder. Oh, and on my lips, I have this Milani liquid lipstick in the shade Cherish. It's a really pretty like hot pink shade. So my thoughts on this foundation. Let me zoom you guys in. So this is what my skin looks like up close. So my skin is still a little bit dry because I did get sunburned like 3 times in a row, but I've been like heavily moisturizing. So it kind of clung to some of my dry patches, but that could be the loose powder. Overall, I thought everything blended on top nicely, minus that Physicians Butter Bronzer, because that just does not blend on my skin. So I think everything looks pretty nice. I wish I wouldn't have set it and just left it and used all cream products, but anyways, I think I like it so far. So I'm gonna go ahead and go throughout my day and I'll do some check-ins. The next check-in, I'll make sure I'm in natural light so you can see it. Yeah, and I'll see you guys here in a little bit. Hey guys, so it is 2:09. You probably can't see it because of my background, but it's 2 o'clock. So I've had this foundation on for about 2 hours. I literally have been sitting behind the camera for like 3 hours already today, and I'm finally done minus my check-ins. So it still looks really good. It's still really matte because of that Laura Mercier powder. Like I said before, I wish I would have not have set it, but so yeah, this is what it looks like. It still looks pretty dang good. Hey guys, so it's 6 o'clock right now, so I've had this foundation on for about 6 hours, and it still looks really good. I did eat s'mores, so it kind of like came off around my lips because I had to take off my lip color, but it looks really good. It's still really matte. Like my face feels really nice. My forehead feels a little bit sticky, but that's probably because of my bangs, but it looks so nice. Hey guys, so it is 8 o'clock right now, just doing another check-in. Still looks really good, even though my bronzer looks really messy right here, but that's what I get for using that Physicians bronzer. Anyway, so we're just hanging out. We actually just got a pool. Hey guys, I know I look like crap. I'm gonna be doing my last check-in for the night. It's 9:50. So let me zoom you guys in so you can see what it looks like. So, I mean, this is a dry patch from an old pimple I'm waiting for it to go away. But then like right here, it's starting to get a little bit cakey. I mean, it has been 10 hours. I honestly do not like how any of this blended on top of it, even though I set it with powder. Like, this looks really sloppy and like blotchy and stuff. I don't like that at all. And even when I baked to clean it up, it didn't work. So let's look at my forehead. Forehead still looks good. It's nice and matte. And what I always look for in foundations are ones that don't seep into this forehead wrinkle that I have that goes across right here. And this one doesn't. You can't even tell that wrinkle's even there. So I really like that. So I guess my final thoughts, well, it's really hard to buy at this point in time. I would probably save your money. I wouldn't order from Amazon, eBay, or Overstock. Those are all the sites that I found it still. Let's just hope that she's reformulating it. Well, the formula is decent. Like I said, I just wish I would have used cream products instead and then not set it with the powder, because I took away all the luminosity, or is it luminosity or luminous? I don't even know. I took away all the glow from it, right? Anyway, so, and let's hope that she is redoing her packaging as well, because no words, right? No words. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this first impression of the Sonia Kashuk Perfecting Luminous foundation. Let me know if you guys have tried this foundation in the comments below, and let me know if you had just as much difficulty getting some product out as I did at the beginning. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.